Welcome back to Trading with CJ. Today we have an update on Castor Maritime. It feels like quite a while since we spoke about this one. Ticker symbol CTRM, and this is by far one of the most speculative stocks on my channel. I do hold a small position in this myself, and maybe I should have took profits a long time ago. Who knows? But right now we're going to go and give you the updates on Castor Maritime. I'm going to go through exactly what my strategy is with this one and the latest news, why this one has been seeing a bit of a sell-off on top of the massive sell-off that it has had, okay? If you appreciate all these updates, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe to my channel as well. And yeah, let's get into this. So my average price on Castor Maritime from when we first spoke about these in the very first video back in about January time was about 30, okay? 0.3, that's 30 cents a share. So right now I am just above my average. However, I would have been on a very high gains, but you know, it's very good to say that in hindsight. But, you know, we're now holding on to this one. We'll see what happens over time. Small position. It's money we can afford to lose. That's what you have to remember. If you're investing into these types of speculative companies, invest what you can afford to lose. But let's look at this price. This went up 6 months ago, okay? On the 6 month chart here, anyway, 11th of February, this was up to 173, which is pretty much its highs. From those highs, at the time recording, we are down about 78%. Huge. And if we look on the last month graph, once again, we are down huge, 32%. And you can see here alone, just yesterday we had a very, very big red day, down about 14%. Massive, massive drop off. Why? Why is this selling off as of late? Why are we back down to 36? Why are we back down to where we was around about end of January, pretty much where we first spoke about these, okay, after the roller coaster of a ride? Well, the main reason is this. Castor Maritime announces reverse stock split to be effective from May the 28th. So a couple of days away now, we are having a reverse stock split. If you're not aware of this, we'll go into this, what's going on, okay? High Tide, one of our favorite stocks on the channel, recently did the same thing. You can check out my High Tide video to see how that reacted. And I'll tell you, it reacted very good, okay? It is up overall. However, that doesn't mean to say that it's just a general thing for every stock. A reverse stock split, let's go into this, okay? It's going to be a 1-for-10 reverse stock split, and the company's determining the exact split ratio for when the proceed with the reverse stock split at the company's annual meeting on November the 25th, 2020, okay? So that was a bit about news there. So we're having a 1-for-10 stock split. Now this is basically going to be here, for every 10 shares you own in the company at the moment, you're going to have 1 share. So you're going to basically lose 9 shares. However, what's going to happen is the price will go up by 10. So that's just what happens here. So you're not actually losing anything. So let's say you have 10 shares at the moment and the price is 10 cents. Okay, what's going to happen here? The price will go to $1 and you're going to have 1 share. That's just in essence here. This is a 1-for-10 stock split. So it's basically getting your shares down but the price up, and it's going to help keep this one on the NASDAQ, because right now it is struggling. It looks like it's going to be falling off the NASDAQ because it is not above that $1. So they need to get this up, and in order to do that, they've gone for a 1-for-10 stock split. So you're basically reducing the amount of outstanding shares on the market. The reverse stock split will take effect and the company shares will begin trading on a split adjusted basis, okay, for the NASDAQ as of opening on May the 28th. So if you see on May the 28th your CTRM shares rapidly shoot up, this is why, okay? When the reverse stock split becomes effective, every 10 of the company's issued and outstanding shares will be combined into 1 issued and outstanding common share without any change per value per share of the shareholders' ownership and percentage of the company. So it's gone here. The number was going to reduce the outstanding shares from about 899 million to 90 million, which is good. Less outstanding shares on the market. And if you have any fractional shares, no fractional shares will be issued, and shareholders who otherwise receive a fraction of the share will receive a cash payment. So if you have 0.5% of a share or whatever, 0.5 shares, you'll just lose that, and that will just give you cash on your brokerage. So better to just round up to the nearest share, in my opinion here anyway. The reverse split is undertaken with the objective of meeting the $1 per share requirement for the NASDAQ. So like I say, they want to remain on the NASDAQ. This is good overall. I'm not massively sure why we're seeing this sell off. I guess people don't like seeing their share number reduced, and at 1 to 10 they could have gone for maybe slightly less, although 1 to 10 is probably a safer bet considering how volatile the market is right now anyway. A couple other bits of news that we haven't touched on, okay? They announced another vessel. This was a few days ago as well, about a week ago here, and this one was another dry bulk carrier of 19 and 21 million, and this now takes it up to 14 vessels after the completion of the announced acquisitions. Our fleet will consist of 26 vessels across the dry bulk and tanker segments, so that is massive, okay? So 26 vessels there, considerably increased from when we first started speaking about Castor Maritime. And one more bit of news that we never touched on since our previous update was they took out an 18 million debt financing, which is another reason we see this one drop off. People don't want to get this company taking on more debt. Okay, they want to be using the cash they have on hand. They took out 18 million debt, and this was to fund, once again, more tanker vessels, etc. And they say this is a tenor of 4 years, and it bears interest of 3.20% per year as well. So that's just a few bits of news around this. And there has been news articles tracking this one as well, following this one. Market globalist Castor Maritime stock faced negativity on Friday, but why? This is relating to the announcement of the reverse split. It also went on to investor place. Okay, what is going on with popular Castor Maritime today? So it's still getting very much a lot of news, and thanks to the reverse split, I'm sure we're going to get a bit more news as well. May the 28th, a lot of your accounts are going to look like it's shot up crazy, okay, because a lot of these don't adjust, so it's going to say that you've gone up by thousands of percent, but that isn't the case, okay. It will automatically correct itself. And even when we look at the share price, if we look at the share price right now, you can see back in around about February time, it was at 173. That will show up as a lot higher once the reverse split happens, just because it will automatically correct itself. So we look forward to seeing how this will react. Normally we do get a green after a reverse stock split, but that's not always the case, okay. Right now we are down on this one massively. It's going to take a lot to recover back to those February levels, but let's see what's going to happen. Let me know your strategy on CTRM. Remember, this is speculative. Invest what you can afford to lose. Let's see how CTRM will react over the coming months as well. And if you appreciate all these updates, please go ahead and smash the like and subscribe to my channel as well. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time.